Today's video is a story time of when I seen a ghost, a spirit, whatever you want to call it. But when I seen that, and yeah, but before I start with the story time, I just wanted to say that I know I haven't posted weekly, and I really wanted to. I want to post on a certain day every week, but I've really been busy, and I just had ideas, but then I just never got to film them, or I had ideas and then I'm like, oh, I don't like it, and then like I changed my mind. But I really, really, really want to get on that, and it probably won't be soon, but once I get more used to it and I start filming more and I get more comfortable, I do want to do things that I really love, and I hope you guys love it as well. But thank you for watching if you're watching, and just watch till the end and leave a like and a positive comment because we all love positivity. Okay, so it all started. It was a day that my sister's best friend came over. We'll call her Patty. So Patty came over and we were in my room, and I still share a room with my older sister, but we like sleep on separate beds. But like before, when we were in the other room, we had bunk beds. And like when we first moved in here, those bunk beds were already there. Like they were just there. Like when we came in the room and we were looking at the rooms, picking like which rooms we wanted and stuff. The room was like the medium room, like the medium sized room. Oh my gosh. You couldn't see because the cup was in the way, but that freaking scared me so much. Okay, back to the story. So when we moved in, me and my sister picked the medium sized room, but there was already bunk beds in there, like wooden bunk beds. They were new wooden bunk beds. And my mom being her, she was like, we're keeping them. And I was like, what? And she was like, they're new, we're keeping them. I was like, fine. And she was like, yeah, decide who's sleeping on the top, who's sleeping on the bottom. And my sister being her, she was like, I'm sleeping on the bottom. And I was like, dang, okay. Like, I had no choice. I had to sleep on the top. And every night, like, I couldn't breathe. Like, every time I slept, like, since the first night, I could not sleep. Like, I felt pressuring on my chest. Like, I felt like something pushing down on my chest. Like, it was so weird. I couldn't breathe. So every night, I would just come down the stairs and just sleep with my sister because I could not sleep. No matter what, I could not sleep on the top bunk. It just felt weird, and I didn't feel right. So I always just came down and was with my sister. But it was like that for a while and all that. We just managed to sleep like that, and I would just sleep with my sister, and that's how we would sleep. Alright, so this is where the encounter really starts. So we were outside. It was a Friday, and my sister's best friend came over, and it was around like, she was there for a while, but like we were outside the whole time, and it was like 7 or 8. It was already dark, and mom came out and she was like, food's almost ready, come inside in a little bit. So we're like, okay. So we went inside. We went straight to the room. We're just sitting in our bed, my sister's bed, and my sister's best friend was on her phone, and my sister was like, oh, I'm gonna go, okay, just come out whenever you want. And then me and my sister's best friend were sitting there, and we're like, all right. So I like walked out of like under the bunk, and like I walked out, and like I looked up, and like I saw like it's so scary. I saw a little girl like sitting on the top of bunk, and I just looked at her, and like like I ran to the bottom bunk. I was like, hell no, I can't do this shit. So I was like, not today. Like I heard ghost stories. My mom, like, she has had a lot of encounters before, and it was just scares me so much. And I was like, no, like this can't be. Like, I believe it, but like, come on. Like, I believe it, but I don't. But like, when I seen it myself, I was like, okay, like this is some other shit. It was like a freaking movie. It was so scary. Okay, so I just ran. I started screaming, and I was like, okay, let's call her Patty. So I was like, Patty, Patty, Patty. There's a freaking little girl sitting on top of the freaking bunk, and she's just up there chilling in a freaking dress with long ass fucking hair. And I was like, no, I can't. I just can't. And I'm getting scared talking about it right now. I was like, I can't do it. So Patty was like, Star, calm down. Like, I'm gonna check for myself. So I'm like, in my head, I was like, bitch, fucking check. So, but you know, on the outside, I was like, don't go. Let's just scream, and like my mom would come. But Patty checked, like Patty came out and like came out from under the bottom bunk, and she looked up and Patty started screaming like more worse than me, and I was like, this bitch saw her too. Like I was like, oh hell no, like and Patty was screaming like, oh my gosh, a little girl, it's a little girl, and I was like, bitch. And then my mom came in because she heard all the yells. She came in and she was like, what's happening? We're like, there's a little girl. And mom's like, there's nothing. And I was like, I just, I just saw her. But I was like, Ma, like, stay right there because I'm gonna run out. And like, she stayed there, and bro, when I say I ran, I freaking ran. You saw wind. I was out. So my mom put her hand on like the bunk bed, and she was like, you're not from this world. Rest in peace. Rest easy. This is not your world anymore. You know, leave. Like, mom started praying, and then like my mom's like hair was just like standing up, and like her hair, you know, like when you like do a balloon, like you get like static. Like my mom's hair was like, not all of it, of course, but it was like little pieces of hair, like a lot was like just standing up, like if she like rubbed a balloon on her head. And I was like, I gotta go. And then we threw the bunk beds out, of course, and we threw the mirror away that was in there also, and we got separate beds, and we moved rooms because I was like, I'm not gonna sleep in that room. I am not gonna stay there with those beds. So you know what? I'm getting the bigger room. And now we're in this room, me and my sister, and it's better because I don't see shit. Yes, we're still in the same house, but that was what happened, and that was the first time I seen a spirit. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way right here to the end where you're seeing me do this, thank you so much.